Yo, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy JW3, and I just want to thank you for tuning into my show, Cloth Talk. Today, I got a very special guest straight out of Cleveland, Rtheczar. Yo,
Hey,
yo,
what's
yo.
good? How you feeling?
I'm goody, man. How you feeling?
I'm pretty good, but I need that Cavs hat though. Off you, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, man, hey, man, I got you, I got you.
So,
So, some new music that you've been working on lately, man? Talk to me about it.
uh, the one that's been in rotation is that D&D. I got some other
Mm.
tracks that's tucked though, so it's coming soon though. But
That
D&D
D&D was
definitely.
tight. You gonna make a visual for that? You plan on making a visual for that one?
You know what? I was in the process of doing so, but Corona kind of messed everything up.
Yeah, man. We go
So,
speak about that a little bit later, but about the corona situation. But no, I'm gonna just ask you that right now so I don't slip out my way. How has the corona affected you musically?
so March 15th, I was supposed to throw a show at the Beachland Tavern. It was on pace to being sold out and everything. At 3 o'clock, I was posting like, "Yeah, we're still going to be doing the show." By 3:45, I got an email from the venue saying, "Yeah, we got orders to shut
Okay,
down for the night, so the
not
show
too bad.
canceled." So it has forced me to readjust. Um, so I mean, obviously, I can't do no live shows. I've just been creating more. And just, what I'm saying, networking a little bit more, like just, what I'm saying, talking to people individually, what I'm saying, doing that kind of thing.
Okay, what do you think a lot of artists can get from coming out of this situation? Like a positive faith they can get from coming out of this.
I mean, it's gonna push you to if you didn't have an internet campaign before, what I'm saying, it push you to really, jump head first into that because it's like, I feel like you got to have a healthy balance between street presence and the internet presence. So it's like
Facts.
if you ain't got both, what I'm saying, now is the time to really go heavy on the internet and really figure out what all you can do. So push the envelope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how did you get the name or the czar?
So my government is Armand. Uh, before I went by Artizar, I went by Armand, but I spelled it differently. Like I spelled the R hyphen MON.
Uh-huh.
And like during that time period, I just wrote a rap, and I'm like, yeah, it's Artizar. And I'm like, oh, I like that, and I just ran with
Yeah.
it from there.
Okay, so what age did you start rapping?
I started rapping with Bow Wow and Romeo was first
Oh,
year.
back in that, oh, the
Yeah,
like Mike era Bow Wow was,
it was before like Mike.
man. So this was I forgot the name of the album. So this must have been when Bow Wow was on the cover with the Browns jersey, I'm guessing.
Beware the dog. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Before he claimed Atlanta,
Yeah. Before
but
he came to London.
okay. So what was the moment that you knew that you could rap? Like, I don't give a fuck with nobody telling me I got bars.
uh
I
that was
got
like I was 16 by the time that happened. So I had been rapping for like 5 years before I actually felt like that.
okay. So did that come from what, just being nervous or like shy before you knew
No,
that?
it wasn't even a thing about being nervous or shy. Just being real with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I had wrote some stuff that I liked. But it wasn't until like I was like 16 where when the metaphors was coming, I'm like, oh yeah, this is how I'm trying to bring it. So
When I so when I listened to D and then I listened to some other tracks that you made, I can tell that you go very like lyrical with it. You don't you try to express yourself more than just like kind of to taking the easy way out saying, "Oh fuck your bitch, I got the
right.
strap." Like, you know what I mean? Like you try to more so. Where did that come from?
I always like lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I always the first song that I remember like really like, oh, this like just recognizing that somebody was like really rapping was Ludacris hip hop quotables. He had so many punchlines in there, and like that was like Chicken and Beer. That's when Chicken and Beer came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like after that, like I just you know during that, and then I also listened to a lot of Jay-Z. know what I'm saying? A lot of Kanye. So it's like I always listen to heavy lyrical artists. So it's like, why would I not? You know what I'm saying? Like try to
Yeah, so why would you
my,
not
my
follow
career.
that? All right, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just ask the question right here, get it off the board. Who was the artist that inspired you? You know, that put
Uh,
it together for you.
Jay-Z, Kanye, Nas, um, Mos Def, Kweli. Like for real, I'm a hip hop head. Biggie Smalls, like you know what I'm saying. Like so, I could really go on and on. You know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
It's a lot of artists I don't know too though. That's the funny thing about it. But like if they spit and they bringing them bars, you know what I'm saying, and they riding the beat the right way, I'm all ears. So
Okay. So, what's your style? Do you go in like the Lil Wayne style, how he gotta listen to the beat then freestyle, or you go more right? You like Nas?
I write. I'm a writer. I really like writing. I can freestyle. I'm not gonna say it's what I'm best at though. I'm better when I actually sit down, take my time. About an hour or two, I can come up with what I'm saying, something that's crazy. But I have had some crazy freestyles, but it's really based on like how I'm feeling. Like, how I'm
Yeah.
feeling that freestyle, at that time, you go get some hot shit. But if I ain't really, it's gonna be
Yeah.
that boot pack, that boot
That
pack.
booth pack. All right. So, what's what was like? You know, when you working with an artist in the studio, and it gotta kind of be like a secret. Not I want to shit on him, but it gotta be like a secret, like competition, like going on songs. Like I gotta have the best verse. Do you think is this why a lot of people not collabing on tracks no more? I mean, not collabing, but being in groups anymore.
Um, well, if you notice the trends of hip hop, it's like all right, you'll see a trends of groups, and then you'll see trends of solo artists. So I mean, I feel like that's really case by case. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But as far as like, if we talk about more so like now though, I don't know. It's weird because it's like most groups is like just friends. That's what I'm saying. You ain't in the group with nobody unless you really cool with that person. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's just that person that's cool and he really can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But
So.
overall, though, I will say I'm a hip hop head. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Historically, when I hop on tracks with people, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I do want to. I do want to. Do my thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I want to make good music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really want to do a song with nobody who I feel like I can't just eat. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to go challenge me and maybe put my best foot forward. So
So, all right, is it hard being a lyrical rapper in an era like this, where you got to kind of more so dumber down the music a little bit more? Like,
nah, it definitely is a challenge because it's like recently I've been trying to do more features personally. You know what I'm saying? Because most of my stuff is just me. You know,
yeah.
for a minute I wasn't cussing in my music. You know what I'm saying? I just started back cussing in my music. Just why not? Basically. So during that time it really was hard because it was like no, who am I get on my tracks? Like
Yeah.
who not cussing? Like
No, I heard that. Yeah, it just be like it's more of a storytelling type of like a feeling. Like you kind of paint pictures with your lyrics in a way. I ain't hyping you up. That's just the way I felt like when I listened to the tracks. I'm like, this motherfucker be painting pictures, man. So
respect. I appreciate that.
so so yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. So like being a lyrical artist in an era like this, I know it's like kind of a mindfuck because it's like I'm giving you the best in me, but you want me to turn it down. Like I
Yeah.
don't so yeah. Okay.
But in
So
addition to that though, like the people who I find that really are like lyrical artists, people that's really dope,
mm,
they either lost the love for it because of, what I'm saying, the time period, or they just, what I'm saying, kind of be lost, what I'm saying? It's like they can rap, but they don't really know how to market it. They don't really know how to, what I'm saying, get
mm,
themselves out there.
yeah.
So
So being an artist, like that, and how do you be lyrical but not get like writer's block? Like,
Um,
how
I
is
do get
that
right
possible?
now. I do get. But you know what? Um, I started producing a couple years ago, like just
Mm.
more so playing around. But I've noticed like on the times where I can't write, I can make beats, like beats that I actually like.
Okay, so you use that other creative energy for something else.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we got you into making, who like inspire you on making beats like Kanye, who you try to pattern your beat making style after?
So I'm gonna say a little bit of yay, more so for real. For real is one
Mm.
of the coldest beat makers ever.
Skateboard P, man.
Yes. So I mean, but I ain't gonna lie, like when I make beats, it really just be an in the moment feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's in my mind it's very much like freestyling because I'm not necessarily writing, I'm just recording, you know what I'm saying, how I feel, you know what I'm saying? And then I just keep adding to it.
Okay, so is it harder? What's harder, making a beat for a rapper or making a rap for a beat?
So I haven't made a beat for a rapper yet. Like all the
Okay.
beats that I made, I probably recorded like two of them,
Yeah.
and for real, I just be sitting on them. I just been,
You just lyrical exercising them almost.
basically because a lot of beats I make are very hip hop, like
Hmm.
very hip hop. So like I've never made a trap beat, and
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. So that where my clientele will be at if I did, so, you know what I'm saying. Like, so I haven't even
Okay.
actually like put myself out there as a producer. I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just been doing it just to pass the time by, like, or you know what I'm saying, just to, you know, like you
Yeah.
said, create expression.
So this could be into another question. I wanted to more so know who is on your Mount Rushmore for hip hop artists.
Um, so by default, I really like bars. So like,
Hey
you know,
man. Yeah.
like a lot of people would say Tupac. Tupac was very, inspirational. He was very influential. But bar for bar, I don't really feel like he in my top 10. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I look, hold up. Hold the hottest tape in club talk history. Now, you know it's gonna be a lot of internet blogs and shit that's gonna expound on that little quote that you just said right there.
Right?
Do you wanna expound on that? Or you
I
wanna lead
mean,
it?
so Tupac interviews unmatched. Tupac's his movie catalog kind of crazy. He has a lot of music. I'm not gonna say that he make whack music, but at the same time, he's not like a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like he could tell stories. He can, you know what I'm saying, make you, invoke a feeling. However, bar for bar, he's not coming through punchline, punchline, punchline. That's not Tupac style, and that's what I like.
That's what Joey Badass kind of had like a similar kind of take now that I'm thinking about it. Like, yeah, he had bars, but it's just not like lyrics, punchlines, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Influence though, I feel like Pac gotta be like
Oh,
Jordan down there though,
no, definitely, definitely.
But
Like,
all right,
yeah,
so
influence. That's where when people say Pac or Biggie, it's like, all right, Biggie was the better rapper. Pac
factual.
was Pac was more of a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Than Biggie ever was.
Yeah,
More
Biggie was.
appearances. You know what I'm saying? Like Pac interviews still. You know what I'm saying? No matter what he talking about, no matter if he talking about some good shit or some bad shit, like it still give you chills.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I'm
that's what I
saying?
think. And that's why I think why Biggie is kind of more slept on over history other than Tupac, because like nobody really referenced no Biggie interview or no Biggie movie, like it never happened. So it's
Right.
like
He
his
was
like
on Martin
longevity.
once.
Yes, so his like longevity is like really his bars. Like Tupac, like I got Juice right here, I got like all of these
For
plus
real.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Poetic.
it's.
Like he got blockbuster movies.
Mhm. All right, so all right, enough about Pac. All respect to Pac, of course. But I need to hear the rest of the Mount Rushmore though. We
So
kind
definitely
of
Biggie Smalls, definitely Jay-Z. Uh, it's funny because I don't think that Kanye is the best rapper, but you know what I'm saying, coming up, what he was saying, I could relate to a lot. You know what I'm saying, because you know his mindset just, you know, previously before, like up until
wasn't
the
no rapper
808s.
wearing the pink polos with the book bag, man.
But I was more
Okay.
so just talking about what he was talking about though. Like, he said these niggas can't make it to these niggas can't make it to Ballas to choose leadership, but they could make it to Jacob Attila dealership. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tight.
just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was
Yeah, he
just, you
be.
know, like really bringing it, like what I feel like niggas needed to hear. So
Mm-hmm.
we got Biggie, Jay-Z, Kanye. You know, Rushmore got 4 people on there, right?
Yes, sir.
So
We can make an
oh, Andre
exception
Three
though.
Stacks. Andre Three Stacks.
Now you know it's gonna be a lot of hip hop heads after you because of that catalog. That Three Stacks catalog not really like wasn't he like 2 albums and really done? Like 2 solo projects and like was really
Don't
out.
matter. Don't matter. Like lyrically, bar for bar, I put Andre Three Stacks over Jay-Z.
I ain't go fake. Lyrically, he over Jay-Z. I'm listening to 16. It was
Ain't
featuring Rick
enough.
Ross. 16.
60 ain't enough.
I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is saying some crazy, like, how he put the words and stuff together.
I'm
My
saying.
thing is, as a great artist like that, and he got a great fan base, clearly, how come I feel like more so he cheated his fan base out of a lot of good music, like, out of a lot of good catalog, like, what you think about that? Or you think he ran out
I
of passion?
understand that. I understand that because as a Three Stacks fan, it's like, dang, like I be wanting more Three Stacks, but at the same time, quiet as kept, I do know somebody that knows somebody that know him. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, to
Little
actually
birdie.
hear, you know, why he don't put out music, like if he don't want to put out nothing that he don't like. And I can't really fault him for that as an artist, you know. It's like if you don't like it, I mean,
Yeah. So that's why artists like I'm gonna just say y'all lyrical niggas. I'm gonna put all y'all in the same box. That's why y'all take. So that's why y'all like J. Cole, the Kendricks, the Czars. That's why y'all take time to make projects and then put them out. Like instead of just shooting at the field,
cause
shooting
like
at the
Proof
field.
Deep though, Waka Flocka, he know that he is not the most lyrical artist. What he does, he bring energy. You know what I'm saying? He bring a lot of energy,
Mm-hmm.
and that was his whole campaign. If you really look at the whole Waka Flocka, everything he ever put out, hella
Yeah.
energy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to think about, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to connect no dots as far as like punchlines, like lines. Like he didn't have to do that. He just
Yeah.
gave you energy. You know what I'm saying? When you just giving energy, you could drop 4, 5, 6 projects in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you just,
Yeah.
this how I'm feeling today. Every day you feel a different way. All right, this how I'm feeling today. This how I'm feeling today. Just straight energy. You know what I'm saying? But where
Yeah.
you actually like, you know what I'm saying, trying to convey a message or paint a picture, you know what I'm saying, you have to like spend a little more time, like just to get it crisp. Because sometimes, you know, you may have a punchline or a bar, and it'd be like, yeah, that's a hot line, but it's too many words right there. So now you got to
Mm.
figure out another way to say that same thing without compromising with the overall message, but
Yeah.
making it flow better.
Okay.
Sometimes that take sometimes that take an hour, sometimes it take days.
It's levels,
Yeah,
man.
it's like I wish I could just, you know, push music down people's throat all day, every day. But is, you know what I'm saying, you know, with life, you know, and then on top of that, just, you know, trying to perfect, you know, everything, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a process.
Yeah. So who brought you like around like music, like growing up? Who put that like music ear in your head?
So that go a lot of ways. I really started listening to hip hop by myself, like, you know what I'm saying, really diving in into like LimeWire, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm. Oh
that's
yeah, that's when it was
that's when I was able to
man.
really ingest the hip hop like how outside of the radio. you know.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, my great grandma, she listened to 107.3 The Wave. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was that. Then my
Go
grandma,
away. Hey.
she was 93.1 all day. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like this type of stuff I'm listening to. And I hated it back then, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, I grew an appreciation for it. So it's like just that, and then on top of that, like I played Tony Hawk's, and that's how I got hip to a lot of rock music.
Okay,
So
so the
I want to say
versatility.
it's so much music that flowed through me because like I did 10 years at Jimmy John's, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
all they do
oh
is
yeah. So
classic rock.
your playlist catalog crazy. Your
Yeah,
bag
like
crazy.
so
All right,
I listen to all kind of stuff and draw inspiration from it all.
would you ever consider yourself would you ever do a sample, I'd rather say, of like rock music, like incorporated both like Kendrick off like remember with Down with X U2? I'm trying to see, or that was XXX or something.
XXX.
No, remember Kendrick Down album, right? That song was X U2 was like America. God
Yeah.
bless you. All right, but look, he has some rock music with it, incorporated with the song. Is that where you see like you would take your style, like having rock and rap with it?
To be honest, I have fun with my music. I just recently sampled Shawn Michaels' theme song from wrestling. Like
Hey,
so, you
top
know what I'm
three.
saying?
Okay,
Yeah. So
you'll be talking if they play that shit in the club, like, oh, I think I'm key. And no, I'm saying.
right. But I just got the part where I know I'm sexy. I kept looping that I know I'm sexy. When I got the girl,
Man,
like I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to send that to you so you can just check
you
it out.
you was a so I'm getting that you was a wrestling fan growing up.
Oh, still is. Like I
Okay,
still
okay.
play the game.
I
Still
need
watch.
that. I need the WWF bag and WWE bag real quick.
Okay.
Who was the best WWF days? Attitude Era.
You said who was the best out of the Attitude Era?
Yeah.
I mean, so when you say the best, you mean like actually wrestling or the most entertaining?
We look the most entertaining. I know people go look. I don't want it the best. We know who the best is, man.
The Rock.
Oh, you said man. My cousin fuck with the Rock, man. Everybody fuck with the Rock. I fuck with Stone Cold. I was more of
No,
a
that's
Stone
my nigga
Cold.
though. Don't get me wrong. Like it's like The Rock, and it's not too far away before you get to Stone Cold, because it's like,
It's like
you know what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna lie, The Rock, when he get to talking that shit, he be talking that shit, boy. Like I be
the
going back,
Rock be talking
like watching
shit, man.
documentaries and stuff, but like The Rock used to get his ass whooped a lot though. He
Hmm.
used to
And
get like
that's what
niggas and all kind of shit. But when he get to talking that shit, he was talking that shit.
I go behind the microphone. Nobody wasn't probably fucking with the Rock. But Stone Cold, I just fuck with that because of the Vince McMahon dynamic. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe because I was bad as fuck. So yeah.
No, definitely.
All right,
That's what I'm saying. Like it ain't too much different. Like if we talk about straight entertainment, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with The Rock. But if we talking about like, you know what I'm saying, actually kicking niggas' asses.
all
Stone
right.
Cold got it.
So WWE right now, because I still watch it from time to time. John Cena, I would say before you go, but he's
That was
kind of
my
old.
nigga. That was my
Yeah.
nigga. His last little WrestleMania thing they tried to pull kind of weak though. I'm
You
like, what?
saw that with the Fame?
Yeah, that was like weird.
I look, man. I thought I was drunk as fuck watching that shit. Like I'm like, he come out with the NWO, I'm like, what? WWE was in a cinematic bag though with that, especially
So
with that AJ Styles match.
I ain't see the AJ Styles match. I kind after the John Cena match, I was like, I'm through.
You got
Because there wasn't no real match. They could have at least still had a real match, you know?
that was like, what the fuck am I watching?
For real. Like that's something they should have just saved for like promo leading up to the actual fight. Like,
I would have rather that than not be the whole. He just basically showed him his whole life and then beat his ass.
And see, it was some parts that I did like of that, but just as a WrestleMania moment, that wasn't a WrestleMania moment. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You think they would have did the same thing if a crowd was involved, where they just did what they had to do with the crowd not being there?
I think since it wasn't no crowd, they you know what I'm saying, kind of improvised. And I think that they could have came up with something better. I was watching 316 Day yesterday too, like the last one, like when they had no crowd and it was just Stone Cold.
Yeah,
that was weird too, like very awkward. Like, what is going on?
And how he just stunned them and shit.
Yeah, like, it was like it didn't make sense to me.
Hold on, excuse me. Vince McMahon, during this whole pandemic, the NBA shut down, all these jobs shut. Vince McMahon still got these motherfuckers wrestling.
Bro, be having them wrestling 300 days out the year.
Man, what social distance? What epidemic? What, man? So, all right. So we got into the WWE bag. I got a couple more questions left, and then let you get back to your real life, man. So, what's a message to an artist that you would give? You know, wanting to try but scared to get their feet wet.
So my biggest thing, especially now, is have fun. Because that's you know what I'm saying, that's what's gonna gravitate people towards you. Like, if you're not having fun doing what you're doing, people is gonna be looking at you like, why would I want to be a part of this?
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's super cliche, but it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if this something you want to do, you gotta be trying to figure out how to make it make sense for 10 years from now. Because in 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying, like, ain't nothing promised, you know? Just like the corona came through and shut shit down, like, you know what I'm saying, anything could happen, shut shit down. Niggas gotta be creative and, you know what I'm saying, know what their end goal is. Like, why do you want to rap?
Yeah.
And that's the number one question that you know what I'm saying, any artist need to, you know what I'm saying, come to grips with.
Okay. And how is that stigma of saying I'm an artist? Was that hard at first? You know, because you know how everybody be like, I rap. But then when you really like actually do it, people be like, oh, you just another rapper, but you really a motherfucker with something to say. How does that feel, like breaking that stigma?
It's like a never-ending cycle. Like, especially like being in Cleveland, you know. So, cause like, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't work a couple of jobs in my lifetime, and I always found at least 2 or 3 rappers a month, like, per job, you know. And you know what I'm saying, some niggas actually can rap. Like, some niggas I even slept on, like, oh, you can't rap, you know what I'm saying, just based off of what I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying. Then niggas surprise you, like, nigga, what's up? Like, nigga, that bars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't know, like, I just learned to live with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've performed at SOBs in Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? So I've done some things, so it's like I'm not really looking for validation from, you know what I'm saying, no individual. You know what I'm saying? People that know me, they know me. And they know I've been thugging, they know I've been doing this shit for a minute. And yeah, so.
Oh, talk your shit. Talk your shit. All right, so this the last and final question. Well, not even a question. What's a message that you would give to the youth out there?
To the youth, decipher entertainment from real life. Because a lot of people are entertainers and they want you to be entertained. That don't mean kill nobody. That don't mean abuse drugs. That don't mean, you know what I'm saying, truly live a super promiscuous life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit sound cool. You know what I'm saying? In songs. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know how to hit the melodies just right to where it sound like something you should be doing. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you got to decipher entertainment from reality.
All right, big factual. Once again, you can follow him on Instagram at R, capital R, the Czar. CZAR.
There it
Once
is.
again, Rtheczar. I want to thank you again for coming to the show. Again, working forward to with you in the future. About to get up out of here, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. You already know what it is. Claw!